Am I here? And my sound editor says you can hear audio. Alright. Trying to get the camera oriented right now. Okay. Alright, so hello everyone. Welcome back to our Northwestern Central Railroad. Hope y'all doing good today. Now, we are doing I literally just saw that this dropped not too long ago, and I'm doing a live stream of it right now, so yeah. Let's see if I can couple. Trying to see which light is. Okay. Perfect. So today we'll be doing a overview of the new Lionel 2025 Volume 2 catalog, and I am super stoked for this. This is really, really cool. I'm excited for this. So let's get started. So this is literally my first time seeing this. I just saw that Eric Siegel is on Eric Strange. He's doing his live stream of it in a half hour, so I'm jumping on the bandwagon before it starts. So this will, okay. A little laggy, but it should be all right. All right, enter the win. Lionel flagged over your Lionel HQ. Oh, thank you, Howard. Oh, mama. Oh, mama, this is already looking pretty cool. Oh, that is cool. But oh my God, that price tag. A Lionel Santa Fe Super Chief set. What is this? So can I don't know. My laptop isn't 100% working right now, so I gotta. Okay, so greatest trains of the 20th century. Okay, there we go. Now it just focused. 3 iconic rails. Okay, all pass. Okay, so we have F3 locomotives, 1 with a super base B unit, 8 passenger cars with a Vision Line baggage, newly tooled sleeper sound Pullman cars. I've heard of those, but I hear they're just straight up the station sounds cars. But yeah, oh, okay. I don't 100% have a flat surface for my my mouse, so this might be a little interesting. So I don't know why it's so laggy. Okay, I think it's okay. Give me a second right now, because I'm gonna see why this is acting up. Cause I'd like to know why. Why is this so laggy? Okay. Bear with me, everybody. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Trying to see why this is lagging so much. I'm gonna do. Actually, this might not be a bad idea. I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna do like a full download of this PDF, because currently I'm on the internet right now, and I want to see if this is gonna be running better. Extracting from PDF. Okay. Nope, that did not help. Lovely. Okay, let's try this now. Why is my computer so slow? Okay, let's try now. All right, I'm running this off of different internet browser, so I had to download it. All right, so we're back here. So what do we got? We got 2 legacy F3 engines with sound, 1 powered F3 with sound, 1 super bass, 18-inch Vision Line baggage car, sleeper sounds Pullman, 21. Oh my God. The Vista Vision Dome. Oh my God. Who needs this much power, dude? Who needs this much power? 031 on the engine, so that's really nice, and 054 on the passenger cars. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So again, this is literally me first hearing about this. This is the quickest I can come up with a live stream right now. So this is really, really nice. I just got done filming 2 or 3 episodes of the Century series, so this is very unexpected right now. Okay, let's get that going. I'm trying to make it. Okay, let's do that. $4,899. Holy shit. No one's gonna be buying this for that much, dude. This is too much power. Did you get more packs? You get more additional car packs if you think that, oh, 8-passenger cars is not enough for me and I need more. I need more. This is absurd, dude. Oh my god. Okay, so we got some more F3s here, so those are quite nice. What else? Ooh, man, that's actually pretty cool. I like the New Haven F3 ones, post-war inspired ones. 2242. I believe that's the original number. I may be incorrect though. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. I'll tilt the camera a little bit. Since I'm in my layout, it actually matches my Northern Pacific style. Shortened streamlined coaches, but they're not like the full extruded aluminum that were from like the post-war series. Those are like the shorter plastic ones. Like, hold on, give me an example. Hey, our first viewer. So like that, those types of cars, like this one, like this, these are the shorter style cars, not like the full scale ones. But yeah, really nice F3 here. I like it going, but another consistent theme with the original catalog that I did a video on instead of a live stream. These prices are absolutely bonkers. No one's gonna be spending money for this stuff. I hate the design of the baggage car for the 21-inch passenger cars. I think they're pretty bad. That's just me though. SD50s. Oh wait, this might actually be a new product. I don't think Lionel's ever did an SD50. Okay, all right. SD38. Okay. Oh wait, I don't think they've done this for a while. I don't think they did this from. I think it was either the SD30 or the GP38. They haven't done since like 2003 or something. So that's actually kind of cool. $700. Ooh, nope, no, too expensive. Detroit assembly line set. Okay, so what you get? You get operating trucks on frames. So what is this? I think 3 PS. No, I think it's 3 PS1 double door boxcars. And then you get the. No, there's 4 of them actually. I don't know because it looks like that one there is a single door. And then you get like a flat car back there with some stuff. Flat cars with auto frame loads. Okay, so weighted wide vision caboose. Okay. Scale freight cars. Okay, so this is only 23 pages in this catalog, so it's definitely a small number, but I'm curious because some of these prices are kind of scary. Alright, so what? You get die-cast metal trucks, 031 curves, separately applied details, 16.5 inches. Dude, that is longer than my Lionmaster AC12, dude. Are you serious? Or at least that's almost... Wait, no. That's longer than my 785. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. So technically speaking, that is longer than my scale C&O Berkshire. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. See, who needs freight cars that long? Who needs freight cars this long? $140. You are out of your cotton picking mind, dude. No one's gonna be spending money for that. No one's gonna be spending money for this stuff. More covered hoppers, but I don't think they're scale though, so it's not really 100% worry in my opinion. Yeah. I'm actually gonna turn on my layout because I do need to charge my phone because battery is a little low. So give me one. Okay, just want to make sure we're plugging in. Okay. Covered hoppers, not good. I don't like that. Okay, I think they did this one already. The NW2. This is the post-war inspired one, the 623. Actually, I still have that somewhere. I don't know. I had it set up on an auction site. I moved it, so yeah. I do not like the ones where they don't have the little antenna on it. That looks nasty. I don't know. Since no one is on the live stream right now, so I don't know what anyone is thinking. Ooh, I see 250th anniversary of the America theme thing down there. I'm not looking yet. Lion Chiefs. Lion Chief is Lion Chief. It's a cool system. I want to try it, but I don't want to be spending over $100 for it. Cause first viewer again. I want to do Lion Chief. It's really expensive. It's scary because like a Lion Chief plus 2.0 Pacific, which is, I actually do have an example of it. I don't have that straight Pacific, but this is the model that they're going off of. This is a actually a Lionel conventional Hudson Jr. It's literally the exact same engine, but maybe with a little different design cab and only 4 wheels as the yeah. No, 2 wheels of the training truck. I'm sorry. I'm kind of hyper right now because I'm really excited, but I'm also scared because I knew these prices are going to be shocking. I'm also kind of nervous because we're 14 pages in, actually 12, considering I'm not counting the 2 intro pages, and yeah, and we've only seen diesels so far. Yeah, I am a little. I know I'm like more heavily crazed on steam engines, but a little nervous. I'll say so myself. Don't know why it's lagging like this. Go, oh. Oh, that is neat. What is that? Is that the general? No, wait. That can't be the general. Hold on. I have my general here, but it looks like dog shit, so excuse it. That is, besides a smokestack, that is not a general. That is not a general. Is this a consolidation type? Locomotive features, no. It's just straight Lion Chief, so it's not Lion Chief Plus. So there's really no value in getting it. Because really, with the new Lion Chief stuff that they came out with even with Lion Chief Plus, I don't recommend getting it. Because when comparing Lion Chief to Lion Chief Plus and 2.0, there's no features. Because 2.0 is just straight up command control with Bluetooth. Lion Chief 1 is like its own thing. It's like conventional, but with a remote, specifically designed for that engine, and I don't like it. Because if I'm going to get a command control engine, or at least a remote with an engine with radio control with a remote, it better be connected to my TMCC system. Because I feel like that's a little bit of a scam. But yeah. I do think this engine is kind of cool, though. It is a different design. Because it's not the same general type as they always put out, so it is kind of interesting. I hate that caboose, though. Also, 460, are you serious? This is stupid. Alright, 2026 release celebration of the 250 years of our great country. To get a head start, our newly tooled 440 engine kicks off a new celebration. Okay, so this is a new engine then. This is actually a new engine. Because it's not a retooled of the general, I assume. Since they say newly tooled, I want to know what this engine is. Since I know it's only 8 wheels, it's not a consolidation because I believe consolidations have 10 wheels altogether, 4 drive and 4 lead truck, 4 wheels on a lead truck, and then 6 drive wheels. But I don't know though. Operating couplers, it's on the freight cars. Trying to see if this engine has any real value to it, because the tender that is pulling looks kind of wacky. I know it's just straight up the tender from the general, but that just does not look right. I do like the arch bar designs of the truck, so those are kind of nice. It does not match the caboose, though. That's what I don't like. You can put in a straight up SP caboose with the arch bar design, and I don't think anyone's gonna get pissed off. But I don't like that box car though. It looks weird, especially with the USA livestock car. For $85. Oh my god. That is nasty. That is a nasty price. That's not it's supposed to be smaller than a regular 64 style boxcar. What the heck? Oh, 31 minimum curve. Okay, Lion Chief. I'm not no. AAA batteries are almost like endangered in my neck of the woods. So another reason why I'm not getting Lion Chief is because of the remote, or at least the battery requirements for it. AAA, no, it's AA, C, maybe 9 volt, but I rarely see D anymore. Sometimes maybe AAA if I'm lucky, but yeah. Okay, don't call this new product because you released this engine before. At least I'm pretty sure. Spirit -8. Oh wait. I think they did a -9 or an ES44, because I remember in an older catalog, Lionel did do a ES44 in the Evolution Hybrid paint scheme, so I know they did an ES44 in Lion Chief. But that was with Lion Chief Plus 2.0. Now this is a -8 with Lion Chief. No. Just no. Oh, 31 minimum curve, nasty. I believe the tank car actually is scale on this, because I have that tank car. I'm pretty sure I do. Unless it's different design. I'm not 100% sure though. But I do have this tank car in a MCP paint scheme with like with a corn on it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm looking at it from a distance, so I can't see it well. But I believe that is actually a full scale tank car, so which is nice. All right, so locomotive features controlled by included line chief remote, voice control. Okay. So rail sounds RC. So which is the crap rail sounds. No, all the car. No, actually, the high-cube box car has the plastic side frames of the truck, so that's already pretty nasty. And for $440, welcome to America. All right, what do we got? Okay, so here's the ooh. Okay, is that the CA1? Okay, wait, CA1. Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. I think it was the N5C, or what was the? I forgot the name of the caboose that Lionel put in the Vision Line superset, the big boy superset. I don't know. I think that was a NC5. I'm not sure though, but I think that the CA1. I don't 100% remember because I don't really read these catalogs all the time. Or at least there's massive gaps in between me reading them. I believe this might actually be a new caboose. I could be completely wrong. So when this video goes up publicly after the live stream is over, let me know in the comment section on what the right answer is. But yeah, so we got founding fathers George Washington, Line Chief 440. This might just be straight up a generic themed American type steam engine because it doesn't tell me anything in the description because it's not basing it off of any engine. Excuse me. But yeah. See the return of the general cars here. Oh my god, $115 per car. Oh my god. They're general theme, they're old West themed passenger cars. Oh my god, dude, this is bad. $169 for a wide vision caboose for the CA1, $10 cheaper. What is going on? I'm skipping over these cars, dude. Forget about George Bush. Oh my god, dude, that is so crazy. Every time I see a little sneak peek of something there and I get super excited. Oh my, I'm trying to not look at certain parts of this catalog. Okay, so I believe this might actually be a new, so this is straight up new. This is a new engine, but there might be just the retooling of the general theme shell. I could be incorrect though. And then Dash 8, I believe that actually is a brand new because I have not seen that done in any catalog. Could be wrong. Oh my god. I don't remember if they did the Phantom engine with Lion Chief. I remember the command and control one, unless it was conventional. It could be wrong though. From like either it was the very late 90s or it was the 2000s. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. I could be wrong though. So we have our first viewer in the live stream again. What else? R2D2 walking brakeman car. Just a standard brakeman car. Nothing special. 127. I mean, if anything, I like the Stormtrooper colored Phantom rather than the Darth Vader one because that just looks weird. I like the contrast with the white and the black side frames on the trucks. So that's nice. Then we got some Bantha Burger. What is Bantha Burger? Is that from like a new Star Wars series? Because I have no idea what that is. I've given up after, like, I could go on a rant about Star Wars right now, but I'm not going to because that could last about a few hours. But yeah, what do we got next? Okay, regular boxcar. 11 annual National Lionel Train Day, December 6th. I might do a live stream on that day, but I don't know. We'll see. Offers. Okay, then scan a QR code. Okay. So that's it with this catalog here. And there's nothing, since it's only being 20 pages, it's really nothing much in here at all. Mainline auto crossing gates. No. Oh, Jesus Christ. A tree cell tower. I don't think that looks cool at all, considering you have to pay $5 extra if you want it in the shape of a tree rather than having a real cell tower. I could be wrong though, but yeah, that's a scam. Like, you can go shopping on trains.com right now for accessories. You could probably find a cell tower either by Lionel or any other brand and you only pay like $20 for it, maybe like 40. I don't know. It's depending on shipping and where you are. It could be like range from like $5 to $30 for like shipping for trains, which is one reason why I hate them. But that is just me. All right. So yeah, that's it for this catalog. Now, what are my thoughts on this? I think it's cool that they are doing something a little bit more interesting. It's a bummer that it's only 23 pages, but since it being a volume 2 of a massive volume 1 catalog for an anniversary, yeah, it's not going to be much to go over. But yeah, it's probably the only eye-popping thing that is on this catalog is the newly tooled American type steam engine. Forget about this semi-Vision Line Super Chief set because just forget about it. Because they just do these engines all the time, or they're like on a yearly, like once on a yearly basis, or once every 2 years. But yeah, I don't really like how. Yeah, these prices are scary. 4,000. That is. I will fact check this later. I'll fact check it later in the live stream. This might actually be more expensive than the 20th Century Limited set, or maybe just ever so slightly cheaper. I could be totally wrong though, but $5,000 for a set full of gimmicks when I have an F3 set with 6 passenger cars that I bought as an ABBA consist with one powered B unit, one non-powered, and one powered A unit. With 6 passenger cars and an add-on 2-pack. I got it all for like $2,000, which yes is still very, very, very expensive. But compared to what is featured in this set here, you're like saving a little, like 2.5. You're saving $3,000 here if you just buy older models of the F3. Because even though these are actual scale passenger cars and mine aren't, it really doesn't matter because, well, train's a train, dude. I don't think anyone's gonna get picky about choosing something. But yeah. So it's weird because I don't know what this engine says here because there's nothing really special about it. There's no new car in here. Actually, I could be wrong actually because it does have so technically could say it's a new car, but it's not really. It should say newly sound station sounds diner car, but it's a sleeper sounds Pullman car. But it's literally just station sounds, but you get to hear people snore, and it's not a diner car, it's in a sleeper car. So, and also you even get the station sounds diner car in the set. So what value do you even get with this though? And what? So what? I'm like trying to read this because I can't justify a $5,000, 3.5 maybe, if you cut one car out of it. Even then, I feel like that's pushing it. So in Super Beige Division, I think the reason why this is so expensive, I'm not counting the engines because obviously that's most likely the reason why it's so expensive, but it could literally just be that the Hiawatha set that Lionel did a while ago. I think it was like in last year or 2 years ago when they did the Hiawatha. Like I believe it was a 6 or 7 car pack. If you buy all the 6 or 7 passenger cars, and before you buy the Hiawatha, if you add all those prices up together without counting the engine, it's like $400 or $500 more expensive than just getting the straight up engine. Which is like, why are you spending more money on the rolling stock to complement an engine when the engine should be more expensive than the rolling stock, when the rolling stock has no motor in it? It just drives me crazy. So what is this? Flicker. I can't speak right now. Flicker free LED lighting. Molded plastic kinematic couplers for coast. Now that's on the passenger cars. Okay, so that's fine. The engine on the features on the engine I want to know. LED fan driven front electro coupler, short clearance, non-operating couplers between units. I don't know what that means, but okay. So I'm assuming in between, actually I'll keep it zoomed in like this. In between the cars, I believe I'm gonna guess the non-powered B unit and the coupler on the rear of the non-powered A unit is not operating. I believe the only operating couplers are the fronts of each of the not powered and non-powered A unit, and then maybe one electrical coupler on the powered B. That's what I'm gonna assume. I could be incorrect on that though, if I had to take a guess. Also, I just love how it says new product. This is new product. This is not a new product. This is not new. And then VistaVision Dome car. Dude, like, go on trains.com right now. You can look up modern 21-inch passenger cars with the station sounds on trains right now. They're going for like $100, which is pretty funny because they're marketing these station sound diner cars for like 300 right now on their catalogs. And trains.com is selling them for like 130, 140 with the box. So I do find that very funny. Showing that these sound effect passenger cars and sound effect freight cars, besides the Vision Line ones, they have no real money with them. There's no value. There really isn't. I can't see any money money justifying a price for that. Station sounds, 21 passenger cars to station sounds, legacy, trainmaster, command control, custom recordings feature multiple characters, allow you to recreate an entire rail journey from departure to arrival. Not special, clickety clack in motion. So that's just basic like rail sounds. And Lionel's been doing this since like the 90s, and I feel like it sounds better than what they do now. So that is just me. God, what else? Like there's nothing here though. That's the problem. I'm assuming that the only new real car here is the sleeper sounds. But this lounge sounds car, they're not mentioning that here. Passenger car, Vision Line, Dome car, lounge sounds. I don't know what lounge sounds is. Is that a new car? Like, is that a new feature, though? That's what I'm trying to guess. I honestly don't know. I have no guess. Actually, make that a little... Okay, forget it. All right, let's do that. And then they had the urge, the gall, to sell you two car packs that have more cars on top of the 8. If you're not satisfied with 8 cars, I need 12 with a ABBA consist of engines. Buddy, I think you need some help. Like, I think you really need some help, though. I'm not sure. Oh, my God. This is bonkers. There's no, like, real liveries that are reminding of post-war engines, except the New Haven one. Pretty sure the New Haven one is the post-war one. On the numbering, I could be wrong on that, though. Like, Lackawanna, the Santa Fe. Dude, they already have a Santa Fe. It'll need the blue bonnet one. The war bonnet and the black bonnet are fine. Atlantic Coastline. I don't even like the Atlantic Coastline ones because the problem with the color is I associate Atlantic Coastline with purple, light pink, and like silver. At least from the 90s and like early 2000s when I remember. But yeah. Northern Pacific. Nope. No. The 4-pack doesn't even have... I don't even think that has the station sounds or even the lounge sounds in it. The Super Bass features additional station sounds diner. So it's not even straight up mentioning the fact that the 4-pack has any special features with it. So $1,000, that's not even worth it. Also, the B unit, the Northern Pacific lettering, it looks stretched out, and I hate it. It looks bad compared to how the other engines look. They don't even have Northern Pacific written on them. That literally is depressing. If the brand engine is not even on the A unit, but it's on the B unit that looks like shit, you know damn well you screwed up on it. SD50, I believe that actually is a new engine. I could be completely wrong, though. I could be completely wrong. Just like how, fun fact, yesterday, I found out that Lionel did a S1 in the early 2000s with TMCC. I thought that they just bought the tooling from MTH and this is our engine now. I was learning by the day, like I just woke up, like I was just born yesterday. Car grill. I mean, I think that's the only cool one out of all these, but that's stretching the fact. Oh, I know they did. I think they did. Yeah, they did an SD38 before. Yeah, they did. I remember. I'm starting to remember because they did. I think it was the SC38 or SC40 or something. I remember it was like a video that maybe Train Enthusiast did on his Conrail Limited set. I could be wrong though. I'm not even gonna comment on the box cars or even the rolling stock for that matter. For the scale freight cars, they just look nasty. Also, don't call that scale. I don't think this is a scale freight car because this is kind of tiny. All new product. I could just start cursing up Storm up here like a truck driver, but I'm trying to keep myself very tame here because $100 for a hopper like this when they're going for about $20 new with a box on trains. So yeah, scam here. So don't buy that. Just buy the older models with actual die-cast trucks and couplers. NW2, the only good one is the post-war inspired one. The other designs I think are terrible because they don't have the antenna and they just look bad when they're clearly imitating and reusing the same tooling. Not the same tooling, but oh my god. Thank you, Astro Knights 118. Okay, love the comment by the way. It's actually kind of funny. The only real notable thing about this entire catalog is just straight up the newly tooled American steam engine. I'm saying that very lightly because I believe this is the general tooling, but I could be wrong on it though. I don't know. If it's just a modified tooling of the general steam engine, then I guess that could be something not to get hyped for, but no. The caboose on here, they've been doing this since the early 70s when NPCU bought out Lionel. So this car has been done the dirt. It's unoriginal anymore, and I think it looks quite ugly compared to not just everything in the set, but the entire product line of O-gauge trains that Lionel makes now. So nasty on that end. I hate that the only car in this entire set that does not have die-cast trucks is the high cube box car. Every car on this engine, even including the engine, for $439, you better give me every car that has die-cast metal trucks, knuckle couplers, and all that sort of stuff. Thank you for the like, by the way, for one of the two viewers. Yeah, that's just really it, because none of the stuff is cool. George Bush, military theme. I'm pretty sure they did that in Volume 1 catalog. But yeah, the only cool American themed engine that they have here is the boiler color of it being like a peacock green sort of thing. Click to Spirit America, looks goofy AF. If this will load. No, one more. You know what? You're kind of right on there. It looks really tacky. The only thing I'll give it credit for, I like the star on the front of the boiler, on the boiler front. That's where the only thing I'll give it credit. Otherwise, the America looks tacky. I don't even know what the number of the engine is, because it doesn't say it on there. I'm gonna assume it's like maybe 2025 or like 250. If there's actual letters on the sides of the engine, I could be straight up wrong, but yeah, you're right. Caboose looks. I don't know what looks worse, the engine or the caboose. I don't know. Lionel's thought process through some of these sets is kind of lackluster and brain dead. But I guess the only one I'll give credit for the paint scheme on these engines is the William Crooks one, just because it reminds me of the Marks William Crooks that they did from like the 50s, like the late 50s, I believe. And that engine looks literally like 45 times better than this newly tooled one from 2025, which is, oh my god, which is saying something considering that this is $250. Dash 8. I like the Conrail quality because hopefully it doesn't. Oh my god, it's already lagging. Because if I pull up here earlier on the Conrail, I believe it was the SD38. That engine. No, I gotta go up one more. The Conrail paint scheme on this one is nice. I like when they do the other Conrail paint scheme, like the Conrail quality one, because I actually show that. Give me a sec, because my Conrail quality SD60M. I like this one because it's different, and because you don't see a lot of the quality ones around anymore. It's mainly just the big C with the line on it. Considering that, I find it funny that I made a 2056 post-war steam engine with this type of thing. Other than that, I guess I'll do like a little bit of difference, but yeah, that's just me. No, that's not good. Phantom engine, it's questionable because I think the command and control one is like $100 cheaper than if you buy the Lion Chief one. And the command and control one, that's just so much better because, at least in my opinion, you can connect that with your legacy system. Since this is a Lion Chief, just a straight up Lion Chief one, it's not the Lion Chief Plus 2.0. You're limited just to the remote that is given to. And I feel like that's kind of doo-doo. Because then you're just stuck. Like, what happens if you lose the remote for Lion Chief engine? You're done. Like, you can't use the engine anymore unless you open it up and heavily modify it. So is it a combination that did not need to exist? I mean, you're right. You're right. Because the original Phantom engine looked great enough as it is, and you can honestly straight up pass it off as like your own DIY Star Wars consist of a train. But yeah, if I would give it any credit, I like the white with the black truck side frames. That's the only thing I'll say positive. I don't even know what this Bantha burger is. If that's from like a show, I just don't know. Same stuff with Frozen. Oh my! Don't even get me started on Frozen. I hate Frozen. I hate that movie so much. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this one. But I will say, at least there's like something rather than the 125th anniversary. Let me pull up the 125th Volume 1 catalog. I'm going to cut the feed real quick. I'm going to pull up the original just so I can do some stuff with it. It's cancel. Okay. I'm going to do the Volume 1 catalog for 2025 just to be like, hey, like, at least there's something in this one, but I'm not saying that it's good. That's what I'm going to be saying. Okay. So this is the Volume 1 catalog. I did a video on this a while ago, so even the stuff on here, I just find really, really offensive because these engines, $1,800 is just such a bad price. And I find it kind of funny that Trains.com was selling a black, I think it was a black Commodore Vanderbilt from 2000 or 2001. That's the model with the wireless tether, not the 1996 one that has the wired tether. And that the black one, that was going for like 800. I've seen them selling it for like close to this figure, it being like 1600, but 16 to 1500. I find that offensive, but that's just on Train's part, so I'm not blaming Lionel from the past on that pricing. But these engines, they legit don't even have a cool sound set compared to the gray Vanderbilt from 96 and the black one from 2000. But yeah, just with these sets, I don't like both of these catalogs combined are just bad. Slurpee Commodore Vanderbilt. Honestly, I think if I go for a Slurpee, it'd be blue raspberry. Blue raspberry one's good. Just like all these post-war and pre-war inspired sets, like they're just not even good. That's just straight up a Vanderbilt style tender that for my H7 that I have. Looking at it, like I'm trying to get like a good camera frame with this. Like, it compared to the Tundra on the engine, even with the big Lionel logo, it just looks bad. I do like the 763E lettering with Lionel lines on the side of the cab. That at least looks a little bit cool. I wish that it was a different tool shell for this set so it can properly mimic and recreate the real 763E, but that is just me though. The freight cars in this set, I could go on like a good while and say how I hate them. I'm just gonna say right now, I hate the white coloring on the Baron. So Lionel could just stand to be smaller though. Maybe just say Lionel lines. You got a good point. It just depends though. It really just depends. If you're doing a poster inspired set, in my opinion, I get very picky about it. Also, I do like how the only credit I'll give in the Vision Line section or the poster inspired sets, the hot box reefer in the style of the 6464 styled sized milk car. That one's the only cool part about it. Especially it's supposed to be poster inspired. It's a good point about it. This is the only credit I'll give in this set. Even with like the caboose on this, compared to the original, there's stuff wrong on here that I don't like. I know it's supposed to be a scale compared to an O gauge one, but differently, like I don't know if the window on the real scale model is supposed to be that far out, but on my K-line modeled ones of the bay window caboose, it's closer towards the middle. Now, that could just because of K-line doing a different, unless it's not like a full scale model of the caboose, but I could just be wrong on that. And then Trainmaster set is decent. It's fine. Although I'm kind of interested on how the new Trainmasters will look. I'm waiting until Eric from Eric's Trains does a video on that Trainmaster, because I'm pretty sure, I think he actually did order either this set or a Trainmaster. Conventional set, $1,200. This is insulting. This is insulting because you can straight up get the post-war F3s or even like an NPC one for like under $100 with conventional. The paint scheme is nice though. I will admit it is very crisp. I'm gonna imagine that it's considering how the nose looks on it on the side and on the back. I think it's supposed to be like a full gloss finish. I'm not sure if it's like gloss and a matte. It could be incorrect though. The original, I know the original like more like a gray instead of like a straight black, but I have not seen like fully held or looked at the original post-war 2353 of the NYC one. I have not. I've seen the Santa Fe one, but not the New York Central one. I'm not gonna go over that. That looks terrible. Depends. Don't like. Also, I did look up Hallmark's website for that price, but that thing is bad. Hey, as long as it works, so it's fine. It's just a little damage, as long as it's not like a massive chunk taken out of the shell. Major gripes with this engine. Since this is supposed to be the original 700E, it's not a 700E. I know some people might say it is. I'm going to call BS on it because there's added details below and right above the firebox and in front of the cab that they're not on the original. Like, they look really nice, though. They are cool. They are cool looking, but don't call this a 700E. You could just straight call this a J1 or a 700E inspired J1 Hudson. But if this is supposed to be like a straight scale-to-scale replica of the 700E, even that engine is missing details. Don't put a water scoop style tender behind it, or the PT, the 40, whatever people call it. If someone wants a recreation of the 700E, don't get this. Just straight up get the 90s reissue with rail sounds. That engine's like hella cheap right now, considering that it's a full scale model of the 700E. Or if you really have like $4,000 to spend on the original, go for it. Cars look terrible. I think this looks terrible. Just go for the original, because if you want to even go for like Excuse me. If you want to go for like the black one, spend like $800 or $900, go ahead. But if you want like the gray one or the silver from '96, you're gonna spend like maybe $300 or $400 on it. So it's really nice, really cheap engine. Okay, so I was right. The Super Chief set is more expensive than the 20th Century Limited. It having 3 more cars, but what is the purpose of it though? What's the purpose? Even when the cars look like doo-doo. They look like the 90s NYC Pullman cars. Like, no. No, these look like doo-doo. Also, I don't know if it's here. Yes, it is here. Okay. 16 total simulated automobile headlights / taillights. Horn and bell slider controlled use for car alarms and car alarm sound effects. Dude, I'm just out of questions here. Like, this is worse. This is like one of the worst gimmicks I've ever seen. Because you're gonna spend $350 on a car you're gonna put on a train, use it for like 3 or 4 times, and then just leave it on the shelf. It's just not worth it. I feel more if I'm gonna buy a car, at least it's a station sounds and a car or a freight sounds command controlled freight car. I'm only gonna be spending under $200 for it because it's. I feel like anything higher than that for a gimmick is just not worth it. Southern Pacific paint scheme is really nice, and the Sino, obviously, because I absolutely love my 490 L1. Little fun fact: Lionel did a Heisler in 2023 or 22. They did a Heisler set with 4 of the disconnect cars. I believe it was one passenger, box car, tank car, flat car, or a crane, and that retailed for $1,200. So put that into perspective. That's all I gotta say. $1,000 for a A6. I actually seen one of these before, and they look terrible. I can't see $400 for those. I don't care if it has legacy or not. I'm just going to skip all these diesels because they literally in every single catalog except the Trainmasters. I'm going to go into these. Locomotive. So, I'm curious on what these will look like because I want to see a video or review of someone do of these Trainmasters, considering that the minimum curve has been increased to 054 because apparently I believe this does have a fixed pilot. And I want to see that because that would actually be kind of interesting. You only see those on Vision Line diesel engines. So something like that is kind of interesting. GP35, no, ST42, skipping all these, skipping all them. Nothing cool here. Again, $500 to hear someone snore. Not worth it. Come on. Okay. There's the disconnect 4-pack. I think the rocket car looks stupid because if the coupler's, theoretically, if the coupler's all the way down here, how the hell is the engine going to be able to connect to it with this massive cone draping over the coupler? That's just my opinion because I think that looks like doo-doo. I like the graffiti style cars, but have like real graffiti on it. Not train. Dap. Pow. No, none of that cheesy, wacky, tacky stuff. Give us some real graffiti. But they're just never gonna do that. 40-inch tank cars, double door box cars. No. Look like doo-doo. This is what I was saying earlier. Who's gonna spend $700 for a engine is literally smaller in length than a Polar Express Berkshire? And this is not even the real Berkshire. This is the Berkshire Junior, not the poster inspired one. Santa Fe one. The F3s. I'll get to that slide because this is gonna be interesting to look at. Would love to see the return of those, but we've seen these. $900 and a B unit, which I don't even think has any extra cool features. Okay, so apparently there's rail sounds with it, but it's not like a B unit super bass, so that's kind of stupid. For so remember, 500. for an engine. Not even an engine. 900. I can't see these. It's not even acceptable anymore. This is just terrifying. Oh, but you think that's bad? But look at this, $1,000 for. I actually do have these cars, but like from like the early 2000s. $1,000 for 4 of those cars, and granted, they're not even scale. They're just straight up. They're not even scale. Oh jeez, camera's falling over. Hold on. I gotta readjust the camera because I moved it. Hold up. All right, we'll take care of Astro Knight. The 118. So these cars are just way too overpriced for them being this, because these original cars, like these 15-inch station sounds cars, you can get on trains.com right now for like $100, like a little more, like maybe like 120 or 130. That I can see a good price for. 400, you have to be high on heroin to think that's a good idea. This is just terrible. Also, I don't get how all these cars have a baggage, coach, observation, and a Vista Dome, while this one has 2 coaches and 2 observations, which is like, what are you gonna do with that consist? I see no value with it, but that's just me. I don't like it. Battery powered sets. I'm gonna skip this slide. I think they're an interesting concept. I want to get one of these, but I don't want to pay $150 for it because I want to see what they actually value-wise are. Because if they just straight up are real O-gauge trains, you got something interesting here. But these are very stupid. These are very stupid designs. I'm gonna go back to the title slide for the battery because it shows this engine in it. What the hell is that? Straight up, what the hell is that? I know it's supposed to be imitating the 080 switcher that Lionel does so much of, and it's like a fine engine. But the thing that pisses me off, you can't make a observation car in the heavyweight style, but you just have to slap on a semi-scale extended vision caboose or wide vision caboose. I'm like, huh? That looks terrible. Also, the box car for the Santa Fe Flyer Freight. That's a long word. Santa Fe Flyer Freight. Oh my god. I think that the wheels on the box car look terrible because they look like they're scrunched in and nasty. The only thing I'll give credit for, I do like the hopper and the caboose. I think it's cool that they're not doing a SP style caboose. I'll actually show one for example. I'm happy that they're not doing a straight up SP style caboose like these smaller ones, and they're going gut wrenching and heading out for the steel wide vision cabooses. This is a Conrail one, but since that's what it looks like that they're doing, I'm interested to see how it looks, considering some of these might actually be like a direct alternative or a good alternative to buying these cars instead of getting the diecast models, because these are real O-gauge. And yeah. It's just $150. I cannot see that price. I cannot see this price. It looks nasty. Now, since it's not a real electric train set, since it's a battery powered set, I can't see anything over $100. I cannot see that. And even then, I feel like that's just way too expensive. But they're doing the Polar Express one, which is that. And here it is. Here's the 080 switcher that they're doing. Navy set 400. Oh my god. Someone dragged my nutsack across a lit Weber Genesis because I have a RS3. Now, granted, it's not Lion Chief. This is a conventional one. This is all plastic construction. 2 cam motors, but one of the cam motors got taken out. This is all plastic, like not just the shell, not just the shell is plastic, but the frame is plastic. The side frames are plastic, and no weights. There's no weights inside the engine, so it's very lightweight. And It being with Lion Chief, it's going to be possibly even lighter because maybe just ever so slightly heavier because you got to fit the Lion Chief controls in there. It's not Lion Chief Plus. It's not Lion Chief Plus 2.0. So 400, that goes into the bin. Keystone, I hate it. Same thing they always do. The track cleaner cars. Which one of these is your favorite? Honestly, there's nothing really cool in this catalog. There's nothing I like. It's just... Because, like, yeah, maybe there's something cool, but these prices are just bad. These are just bad prices. Like, you can't come up with the argument saying, oh, my God, the hobby is dying, or it's too expensive, or it's the tariffs. You can't say that anymore. Because, yes, stuff from the 90s, if you adjust it for inflation, they were expensive. But they were designed well. They were designed to be last for years. This is like kids' toys. I'm just gonna full mode skip this stuff because this is just nasty. I just going over it earlier on the previous catalog. It's just terrible. Don't like it. Tom and Jerry, like seriously, like no one even watches that show anymore. At least anyone that I know. Batman, maybe with this new Superman movie coming out. Just no. Hogwarts, yeah, that's just all that stuff. Nightmare for Christmas, just like again. $100 for a boxcar. Who's gonna be buying this? $110 for a boxcar. Oh my God, I zoomed in too far. If you're doing a Mr. Rogers themed boxcar, where's the red trolley? Where's the red trolley? You're missing out on the marketing here. You can get easily a small boost in sales if you do the red trolley, but no, you gotta do something a little bit more better. No, it's not working. Also, beer, really. If anything, I like the concession stand, but $160. Toss me out a window because I'm not buying that much. Railroad history stuff, no. More just who's buying this stuff? Seriously, who is buying this stuff? Who? You can't say 86-year-olds because who's gonna have the space to purchase a $1,800 glow-in-the-dark engine that has no cool features with it? Doesn't even have road name, road number, specific dialogue. It's just gonna be some spooky stuff. Just drives me crazy. Christmas, yeah, Christmas. Also, a Polar Express Commodore Vanderbilt. No. It's gonna be. So I said before, it's gonna be the Berkshire one way or another. It's not even the right engine compared to the movie. I think it's like an S3 Berkshire, while this is an S2 or S1 style Berkshire. So just know it's not even movie accurate and book accurate. So, yeah, they screwed up on that regard. So $2,000 for 3 extra disconnect cards in the set. No. Also, I do like the colors on the open-spoked drivers. It looks a lot like my 490 L1. Christmas, yeah, it's Christmas. Christmas themed trailer, yeah, same stuff. I do actually, if I actually do get something from this catalog, it'd be the trailer. A little trailer home's kind of cute, especially it being the plug expand play section instead of actually connecting it to like a dedicated power grid that connects to your transformer. You just plug it into the wall and there you go. I really am curious about getting one of those, but local hobby store is selling I believe it's the gantry crane, or a straight up standalone accessory with the plug expand play feature. It's like $150. I'm like, dude, come on. It's just not worth it. I think the gantry crane was like actually $500 at the hobby store, which they're actually charging you more for an overpriced product as it is from the catalog. Base 3. Trying to find okay, so it's gone up in price. I believe I was watching. If you've seen the original live stream that I was on Eric's Trains, Sid said that the original price was $499. So they went up an extra $200 for a broken command base. That's quite frankly even worse than Legacy. Let's let that sink in for a sec. And also, no prices on any transformers or power packs. That's how they get you. And I do like they actually bring back the 031 curves, because I don't think they ever, I don't, there's just rarely any time they did 031, because the highest or lowest that they went at the time was 036 for fast track. So that's, I guess, kind of cool. Also, the Christmas themed light track. It's the same thing with the freight cars, Vision freight cars. It's a cool gimmick, and that's all it is. It's just unnecessary use. It doesn't even look good if it's like around a Christmas themed set around a tree. And going through the whole catalog, yeah. So this is just the still available section. That's it. I give up. I'm done with this, because this price has just pissed me off. When I could just be buying, theoretically, this engine for like 800, even though I have no real reason to. I could still get an engine like this for like a third of the price of this, or like 3 times cheaper. But that's just me though. But yeah, that's just gonna wrap it up for today's video live stream. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I don't even know what that does, but you can hit the bell icon if you want. And that'll be it. This is going to be the Northwestern Central Railroad signing off. Have a very nice day. Also, stay tuned for the new episode of the Century series coming out very